pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Roll call.
Singh.
Here.
Shipman.
Here.
Reichner.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Ister.
I want to announce there was an executive session held at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, December 9th to discuss personnel issues. I need a motion to approval of minutes of the Fire Department, Police Department, Treasurer, Engineer, Code Office, Public Works, Planning Commission.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Ister.
Yes.
Singh.
Yes.
Shipman.
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Is there any audience comment on any of the agenda items at this time?
I have one question,
Yeah,
Joe Bartello. What was the executive session? Which department?
Please.
Police department, okay.
CDBG update. Nobody's here on that, right? Redevelopment Authority.
We have a resolution to pass this evening, as is our normal practice here. After we have a round of auctions, we normally ratify those auctions by affirming the Redevelopment Authority's activities. And I have a resolution to read to you tonight. It says, whereas the City of Sunbury has requested that the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority acquire and remove blighted properties from the City of Sunbury. And whereas the City of Sunbury, through the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority, has acquired the following blighted properties listed in Exhibit A. And whereas the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority held public auctions for the sale of the properties listed in Exhibit A. And whereas this resolution is intended to ratify and affirm the actions of the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority, therefore it is hereby resolved as follows. The City of Sunbury hereby ratifies and affirms the public auctions held on October 10th and November 14th by the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority for the sale of the properties listed in Exhibit A. The proceeds from the sale of the properties listed in the attached Exhibit A shall be placed in the City of Sunbury Redevelopment Authority bank account for use on future blighted property projects. Notice of this resolution shall be made available for review at the City Clerk's office. And for that Exhibit A list, the first auction, we had 5 properties involved. One had no sale, and one, we did have a original purchaser, but the redevelopment plan was rejected, and so the sale has since been voided. The second sale on November 14th had 3 properties involved. And those are all listed on Exhibit A. I can go into greater detail if you want.
No, that's, yeah, that's what we're
May I ask a question? May I ask a question?
doing. Yes, ma'am.
Regina Russell, community activist. The money that's going into redevelopment, when you define something as a blighted property, that would also include the sidewalks. Will any of that money that's going into redevelopment be used to fix the sidewalks in Sunbury that are in deploring condition? And that's in the downtown area.
I should clarify, there are 2 properties. 144 South Street is part of the CDBG program, and so any proceeds from that property go back into the CDBG grant program. So indirectly it may. The other property, 314 South 3rd Street, is involved with the Keystone Communities grant, and that would be a question for Jamie. I don't know indirectly if that would affect it. But the general redevelopment bank account funds, they're just circular. It goes back into the blighted property project. One little caveat there is 144 South Street, part of the conditions of sale, that property owner will be required to update the sidewalk at that property. So we are trying to work with the sidewalks as part of this process.
Thank you very much.
Get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Singh.
Yes.
Shipman.
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ister.
Yes.
Market Street update that you do, or?
Yes,
Okay.
Market Street, they're putting the street lights up as we, they started today, they should be done within the next 2 days. That project's in, basically being finished up here, we hope by the end of the week.
Okay. Megan, SRI?
Yes, Late Night Shoppers was a huge success. We had an additional 42 crafters who came into different pop-up locations around the downtown. Also, more businesses stayed open this year than did in previous years, and lots of attendance. Also, at the Albright Center, the elevator has arrived and is being installed. And I have a couple other small reports. Amy's going to talk about Biz Pitch, and Slade's going to talk about UAB, which is coming up.
Okay.
Megan, on the Albright Center, we had complaints and we told them, and for the longest time they did, but I seen the last couple of days, the company that's doing that work,
Yes.
they can't park where they park because they're blocking traffic coming out Chestnut Street from Fifth. When they were back against the building more, it was all right, but the last 2 days, the truck was there, the company up on 4th Street. Dartmouth.
Yeah.
So they, I mean, if there's an accident there or something, somebody pulls out and gets hit, people have been complaining about it in the morning.
So they're too close to Chestnut and Fifth.
No, they're too close to this, they're on the sidewalk,
Okay.
and they're blocking traffic coming out Chestnut. You can't see traffic until it's past the truck on Chestnut Street, anything on the upper lane of the traffic. So ask them, because we're at the point now where if we do it again, we're probably gonna cite them.
Okay, so they need to be in actual parking stalls, they aren't in actual.
They should be, yeah. I mean, and for the longest time, they just were all right, but the last couple of days, they've been parked there on the outside of that stuff. They just need to park across the street.
Okay.
Just a couple days or a couple months, or,
Well, this has been on an ongoing basis.
no, how long are you gonna be there?
I'm not sure how long it's going to take. My guess is a few more weeks, at worst, the 3rd of January, I think is the estimate we've heard.
Well, maybe we can work with them, check with the chief, see if we can't work with them, maybe somewhere, we need to get that elevator done.
Well, they can park across the street. That's the only thing, they just park there, I think, for convenience. But it blocks the traffic. If you're coming out the upper lane on Chestnut Street, you can't see what's coming if you pull out in front of them.
Talking about pulling out on Fifth Street?
Pulling out from Fifth Street onto Chestnut.
Okay. You're up on that curve, all right.
Yeah.
But pretty much just advise them to go find a parking space.
Yeah, we can do that.
This pitch was a huge success. The winner of the competition was Radiant Holistic Center and Academy. And they do it's a group of businesses combining into one location and business. They're doing massage therapies, Reiki, readings, different kinds of stuff, nutrition, herbs, holistic stuff. So I've been working with them the last few weeks we're looking at locations in the process of. They would like to have their doors open very proactively and eagerly by February. So we're hoping that by April that's realistic. I'm not sure if February is going to be, given the size of the building that they're looking for and some of the build out that they're looking for. I've also met with 3 of the other applicants who participated and working with them on some projected business plan and trying to keep them engaged and involved so that we can potentially get more than one winner out of this for the community as a whole. So we'll keep you posted. Plan to have another event next year. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come to our Business and Economic Development meeting this Wednesday, 8 o'clock at Jay's Tiffany's. And we're going to work on some other marketing stuff in addition to starting to plan next year's event and maintaining contact with all the 15 applicants from this competition.
I want to thank you, because I met with them also, and they said they were meeting with you on Monday, and I said, well, between Amy and Megan, you guys ought to be able to find the properties in Market Street or Front Street, what they're looking for, so.
We looked at 2 last Sunday and we're looking at 4 more this coming week. And I am very hopeful that we'll secure a location, maybe not be able to have their doors open by February, but if we can, that's fantastic.
Yes, yes, new business is always fantastic. Mr. Slade,
On New Year's Eve, we're basically 2 weeks out. Year number 4, we have Jesse playing. It's their final time together. Ticket sales, we just started selling tickets today, and as of right now, we have, I think, around 30 tickets sold just today. We just started selling today. For the VIP tent, we're going to sell approximately 150 tickets. And what we're doing as far as the food end of it is we're doing a taste of Sunbury. And we're going down to all the local businesses, and they're all donating food for the tent. So you're going to be able to sample basically just about all the restaurants in Sunbury. So that's a good thing. We have 3 bands. We're gonna start off with a kids band from the high school first at 8 o'clock, and then we'll go into the second band. I don't know their name right offhand, because they just changed, and then Jesse will finish out the night. We're gonna start the night down in the park with the kids section. We're gonna have the Chicopee Theater Department do princes and princesses. And from 6 to 8, we'll have carriage rides and hot chocolate, cookies, and coffee. Am I missing anything? Oh, and the weather's gonna be great. It's gonna be 48 sunny during the day, 38 at night. Well, I've already checked it out. Francis and I looked at it today. So put on your bathing suits, bring your beach balls. We're gonna have New Year's Eve.
And sorry to interrupt, I do have another statement. Outside of SRI, we do have another business coming into the downtown. I have an executed and secured lease for the Cowabunga location. So,
Great.
to be announced.
You're doing good. Keep up the good work. I also want to mention that Megan and myself and Rose met today with Dave Zellers from the Pennsylvania Downtown Community Center working on that Keystone Grant, and little updates on that too in the very near future. Hopefully we want to get that all together for next January. Unfinished business, Verizon Network Fleet GSA pricing proposal. John.
In your packets, we have a pricing proposal from Verizon for GPS units for all code office and police department vehicles and a couple of light trucks in the other departments. The purchase price, one-time purchase price, including installation, is $2,222.30. And the monthly recurring cost for all 10 units would be $189.50. So the annual service cost would be $2,274. Total is less than $5,000. This was distributed at the budget meeting that we had last week. And at this point, I'd like to make a motion that we move ahead with this. We approve the purchase and installation of these units. I have worked on this a little bit. Our treasurer has worked on it as well, and we've looked at these units. We think it's essential in the day in which we live, and the day of lawsuits and so forth that abound, but seemingly that the city takes some of these steps to protect itself. So I make a motion that we have these units installed. We ask the city clerk to execute any documents necessary to have those installed.
Shipman,
Yes.
Reichner,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Eister,
Yes.
Persing,
New business, resolution authorize mayor to sign all documents, John.
This is the multimodal transportation grant. There's a resolution in the packet. Be resolved that the city of Sunbury, Northumberland County request a multimodal transportation fund, and that'll have to be all filled in. This is a grant that we're applying for, the city would like to apply for. Multimodal transportation means that it's not only vehicles, but it might be pedestrian and other, and we'd like to apply for the grant. We need to approve this so that the paperwork can get completed in time.
Yes, no figures, John?
We don't have, but I do not have numbers at this point.
I think it's for $1 million.
Is it?
Is that the limit?
That's the maximum limit.
Yeah, that's the max, I think, on that one right there.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Reichner,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Eister,
Yes.
Persing,
Yes.
Shipman,
Yes.
Resolution to sign documents, transfer of stolen property. Jim?
Yes, as we discussed before regarding Scullin property, Scullin Oil Company was sold here roughly 2-3 months ago. And the property down on 10th and actually it's Spruce. That's the correct address. Is being donated to the city of Sunbury. If you turn back to page 2, the second page gives it, the red section is the section that we're acquiring. It's being donated to the city of Sunbury. If you notice, Dale, the city garage is adjacent to that.
I just have a question before we vote on this.
No problem.
This was not on the agenda Friday, but it appeared today. My question is, I thought we were gonna go a little bit more detail and look at it. Do we have an environmental study done on this?
No, we did not.
Do we have any soil samples done on this?
No, we did not.
I think that we need to really do our due diligence on this before we go accepting this property.
Well, Dale, the problem is, now, you were at the meeting when we discussed it.
All it was a discussion, and I thought you said there'd be more information coming,
Well,
and we get it today.
That's correct, okay?
So it wasn't even on the agenda Friday, it
Well,
was
the
put on
reason
today.
it came today because the solicitor just got it together and turned it in today,
Okay.
okay? He's been working on it, okay?
Why can't we wait 2 weeks?
Well, because Mr. Scuttle wants to sign, because they want to close their books out for the year 2015. That's the issue there.
What is our liability if something turns up on this property?
Nothing unless you dig into it.
If we can get it, maybe down the road, after we're dead and gone, somebody gets in it, I don't wanna see the city get stuck with
Well,
it.
first of all, the intent wasn't to build anything, they were to use it for storage and warehousing, because there's some warehouses on it.
I just like to, you know, I think we should have some kind of a study done.
When we discussed it, was just, and here again, we didn't do any digging. There was raised tanks, which we discussed before, am I correct?
We didn't discuss that, and there's never been any underground tanks.
Not that, anything we can find, and there was raised tanks on a pad, concrete pad, the pad's still there, okay?
Before it was that, I believe it was a nursery.
It was a greenhouse, right?
Wasn't it a greenhouse?
It was my great-grandfather's greenhouse.
The two buildings, the big buildings it shows in there now, are they viable buildings? They have to come down.
No, everything there is solid.
I'm looking at the paperwork there, Dave, to your left, that is the Quonset hut, that's storage, and the other building there is their office,
Okay.
okay?
Right there. The one with the lighter roof is the office. And then the other side is a big Quonset hut for storage.
And everything else around there is parking at the present time. And all numerous things stored there.
And like I said, I just don't like it, we're under the gun, now you're saying we gotta do it now. It wasn't even on the agenda Friday, I know what you said, I just think we should do our due diligence on this, that's all I'm asking. You guys vote for it, fine.
I can respect what you're saying, but there's a time restraint here.
Well, then, it's not our fault. What happens if there's something on
Well, that's
it? We
something,
can't even hire a cop, let something else.
Exhibit B then, Dale, is our cost incurred, so.
Yeah, $1, right?
No,
It says, well, it's raised at
It's
$182,000, and our cost is $1.
no, keep turning, I said
Exhibit
exhibit B.
Indeed. Okay?
For the audience, the cost incurred is $3,643.06, broken out, appraisal $1,000, recording fee $69.50, notary $5, taxes $1,818.56, attorney fee $725, tax certification $25, estimated water and sewer, which we don't pay, and this might be a leftover, I'm not sure, $90.55, giving a grand total of $3,643.06.
Then your exhibit B, is that what it's costing us, or that's what they're donating?
That's what's costing us.
So it's more than $1.
I didn't say it was $1. You
Well,
did.
no, back here it says. The appraisal was $182,000.
Yeah, that's a term they use.
And they're selling it to us for $1.
That's a term they use when you give something monetary, you give $1.
That's what I'm saying, I just think,
Item 3 says that we pay all the closing costs, and that's what that, I mean, I think this is a wonderful opportunity, and I think that Scullin is being very gracious in offering it. There is some concern about what liability we might be picking up here.
And John, that's why we discussed it before.
Did someone say that there's an office building on that property?
Yes.
So if there was offices, was there not running water of some sort?
Yes.
So wouldn't sewer and water be included?
I just said with the sewer and water, apparently there's a balance of $90. You know, need back up there.
That's since the last meter reading,
And Mike did
Okay.
think that that was
Thank
on the
you.
high end.
it's an estimate since the last meter reading.
Yes,
Okay.
estimate.
Thank you.
Well, I have the same concerns. The problem is, you're not gonna get any kind of review done in 3 weeks.
I agree, but
And it is
we
an
talked
operating,
about it how long ago, if we were gonna do this, we should have made a decision. This is
Well, I
one of
never-
my pet
did you
peeves,
go down and
so
look at
come
it?
in at the last minute, and then we gotta vote on it.
did you go down and look at it?
I know exactly where it is, but I'm not an expert, I can't look in the ground and see if there's something in it.
Well, again, we can't be, no matter what, we're not gonna be digging it up, but it's an operating business now.
And there was one other thing,
That's how
John.
you're gonna do that.
They are in the business of cleaning up toxic waste. So you would have made the assumption, I'm only making an assumption, if they had toxic, they would clean their own side up. They're in the business.
John Moran,
Pardon?
Just like John Moran cleaned up the Teletex side, didn't it?
I don't know. You know what I mean, Mr. Lamb? I don't know.
Why don't we-
Hold on, hold on.
One at a time.
Because anything be back went to Westinghouse, back to Celtex, probably Celtex bought it, went back to Westinghouse. So I don't know if it can be grandfathered, if under stipulations, anything you haven't done, nothing that can be grandfathered back into.
Because what if 10 years from now, there's a decision to put a building, an additional building there or something, which means that you dig.
Well, well, you couldn't do it, that's what I'm saying. If we want to keep operating this as it is, there's no issue. If you want to start digging it, then you'd have to do an environmental review to dig.
But what I'm saying is, 10 years from now, there's a different council.
But that's on the deed, that would be on the deed, that you couldn't dig in it.
Okay.
Yeah, item 4 says, as is, no warranties, no guarantees. Seller makes no warranties or guarantees of the title or fitness of the property for any use. Buyer accepts the property as a gift on an as-is basis and accepts the property in the condition as the property currently exists at the signing of this agreement. So there's no recourse.
And Julie, you're absolutely right. Our intent now is to use it for storage, parking equipment, and also, if you remember last council meeting, we were discussing these shipping containers. Okay, using the storage, of course, those units are shipped in and just set on the lot. So there is no digging, okay? That's why that was discussed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Dale, is there any more questions? John?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not prepared, I'm not gonna vote for it, because I just think we need more time.
I appreciate that. John, any other questions?
No, I think that's all I like.
Do we have any options in the next 2 weeks? Anything we could do?
No. I spoke to him today, and he's expecting this to be taken care of. He's been working with Solicitor Mike Kula, putting this whole package together. We got the appraisal together, had that taken care of.
I see that reflects back to the Burger King police day. Mike Kalua had that, walked in that night, we got it, and we said, here, we gotta vote on it.
Dale, let's address this issue here.
No, I'm getting sick and tired of voting stuff at the last minute. This wasn't even on the agenda Friday, it got put on today.
Well, it's a lot of things we have to do today because it's the last week, or no, we only have one more. Is this our building right next to it then?
Yes.
Our
property.
Borders our property.
And at one time, it was all one parcel, years ago when you had the flower shop, or the, whatever you had down there.
And it has been operating, it's not abandoned property, it's been sitting
Been
there.
there.
for 10
They're
years.
still, matter of fact,
I never go down there.
they're still using the office, closing things out.
In fact, they've asked to be able to continue to rent the very back office space in the office building until the end of 2016, as they move out.
How much are we getting for that?
I think a gift of a $182,000 property.
It's pretty hard to.
No, I'm asking.
I don't think there's
Well,
any rent
Dale,
included.
Normally, when somebody gives you something, they want to take and finish their business out of there, cleaning up the documents, and their safe's still in the building.
Well, I understand that, but, you know, as you are aware, we just acquired several buildings, he's renting one of the buildings off that, that was our failure.
Any other questions?
Can I ask a question? Is Mike Cooler handling the production for Scullin? Or for the city?
The city, right?
Both,
I believe it's both.
both.
Is that totally kosher, having the same attorney on both sides?
Yes.
It's a real estate thing.
As long as everybody,
It's
as long as
pretty
everybody
typical.
realizes he's representing both parties, totally legal.
Okay,
It's just for the,
It
it's
is.
just a sale, that's all it is.
Mr. Lamb, then it saves money. But in this situation here, though, of course, we're paying the fees, but he's donating the building. Going back to the rent, it's so hard after somebody just gave you a building and you want to take and finish moving their equipment out, and like the safe's still there, like I mentioned, it's a little tough going back and charging them rent then.
well, it's good to hear you're saving money, that's not very often that happens, so.
And he is operating a business now, so it's hard to believe he's operating a business on a contaminated site. Let's call for
And I
that.
didn't say it was contaminated.
I'll make that formal
What he said.
motion to give the mayor authorization to sign the proper documents to accept the property Mr. Scullin donating to the city of Sunbury.
I'll second.
Henry,
No.
Eister,
Yes.
Persing,
Yes.
Shipman,
Yes.
Reichner,
Yes.
Tax anticipation note, John?
Okay, we have some quotes, we just opened, and so we'll just give the brief and then turn it over to our solicitor for review. First is from First National Bank, the amount of $250,000 purchased at par, the rate is 1.69% fixed, interest rate, over 365 days. No other fees mentioned. So 1.69%, no fees. Second one we have is West Milton State Bank, $250,000. Interest rate is 0.99, tax-free. In the event a loan is determined at any point during its term not to be tax exempt, the rate will reset at 1.49. How do we know that? $500 fee. So 0.99/1.49 and a $500 fee. And that's West Milton State Bank.
And is that fixed also?
Yes, fixed rate for the duration of the note. M&T Bank, $250,000 term. This is a line of credit maturing December 31st, 2016. Tax anticipation note. The rate, 1.44%. The floor or minimum of this rate can decrease to is 1.44. The maximum, this is a floating rate. Maximum is 5.44. And do not see any other fees. So, all other $150 loan document fee, all other fees are waived. That's M&T. Northumberland National Bank, $250,000 fixed rate at 1.15 for 12 months. Actually, no fees. That's a fixed rate with no variable. And Swineford, tax-free, 65% of the 30-day LIBOR plus 250 basis points. The current rate would be 1.77, and or we have option 2, which would be 2.11%. There's a $250 fee. So, looks to me like, we'll have to do a review, but it looks like they either, Norrie National Bank or West Milton State Bank maybe, have to do a little more investigative work. I don't like the $500
No,
fee.
the
What about the
interest itself,
1.49?
that'd be more, John.
Yeah,
We didn't pay that much with interest last
is
year.
that right? Okay, then.
It
Off
could
the
be
top,
1.49,
So it says .99, so, but with a $500 fee, you say we didn't pay that much interest? So the apparent bidder at this, low bidder at this point would be Northumberland National Bank. And Brianna, would you review those and give us a final?
That's exactly what Northumberland National, or Sunbury National Bank, First National Bank used to do years ago. They always put the fees on, and the fees always drove up the percentage.
Because we paid about a total of about maybe $750 total interest this year. From National, total interest paid completely.
I thought under West Mountain, John, you said something about 99 to 1.4 now.
Yeah, if it wasn't declared,
If it's not tax, if it's not tax-free, then it would be 1.49, but I'm pretty sure it's tax-free. I don't think that's an issue. But the issue we do have there is the $500 fee. So we're probably gonna be better off with Northern National. We'll look at that, and I think that will make it.
It didn't make it in
Gave my agenda away, folks, sorry about that.
Well, you want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that
Based on the
tentatively we
review?
accept Northern Nationals, unless there's something that shows up during, but tentatively Northern National would be the accepted bidder.
And authorize the mayor to sign the documents.
Yeah, authorize the mayor to sign the documents.
You want to make it on her review, or her and Kevin's review, or?
I think that, I think, Kevin, but if the interest is less, if the interest for the whole year is less than $500, there's no sense in even.
Okay, I understand.
That's a .13 difference.
Huh?
It's not bad. It's not more.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second?
I think Gail seconded it.
I'm sorry, did you, Joe? I'm sorry.
Ister, Persing,
Yes.
do you want to abstain?
I'll do it, okay. I'll abstain. My daughter works for that bank.
Shipman,
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Yes, on the phase 2, invoice number 150323 for CDSI for phase 2, sum of $4,303.30. I'd like to make a motion, unless there's any questions of the invoice. If not,
What am I paying out, Jim?
well, they can see what we have. I'll talk to Jamie and see what she has.
This should be out of Chestnut Street Fund, right?
Yes.
I understand we borrowed another 150 against that. Is there funds available for that?
We got money back from this book already, so that should balance out. Good on that. We got that Friday, maybe.
Over 100.
Yeah, so we should be good on that.
Any other questions? I make a motion, pay that invoice.
Second.
Persing,
Yes.
Shipman,
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ister.
Yes.
Approve the pay invoices, John?
We have $36,454.69 in general fund, bills to pay, and $1,549.80 in liquid fuel. Bills to pay, I make a motion that we pay our bills.
Second.
Shipman,
Yes.
Reichner.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Ister.
Yes.
Persing.
Yes.
Just like to make one thing clear on that, we have paid November's bills. We have some money in the bank. We will pay December's bills as we go. We're hoping that we have enough revenue to come in to have all the bills paid by the end of the month. Mr. Troup is working feverishly on that, and